there! It's been a while since I've done one of these vlog videos. Things have really been picking up in the city over the past few months, but I actually have been very busy. I am doing a lot of projects. I am just beginning to do a knit test for a new design that I've been working on very hard. I'm still accepting submissions, so if you're interested in testing, please check out the link. Other than that, I'm just knitting a lot of other projects. I'm actually wearing today my Pearl Soho botanical joke, which I made last year, and I am knitting it again for a friend as a commission. It's a big project, so I've been working on that, and just like other things, you know, designs, personal work, gifts, just a little bit of everything. But I've also gotten to see people in person. What? It's so great to finally be able to see people again and do fun stuff together. And I've been meeting a lot of Instagram friends in person, which is kind of insane how many people I've met over the past year and then actually met in person, and now we're like actually friends. And that's what I want to tell you about today. I was invited to a knitting party at the We Are Knitters pop-up store in Soho here in New York City. You know, I've been thinking about going to the store, and so when I got the invitation, I was really excited because I got to meet a whole bunch of knitters. I got to look at their yarn in person, and I got to meet Alberto, one of the founders of We Are Knitters, and you know, it was just so much fun. If you didn't know, We Are Knitters is actually an online shop, but they opened up a pop-up store here in New York, I think about a month ago, and it's gonna be there until mid-January, I think. So if you're in the city, I really recommend stopping by. It's a small shop, but the cool thing about it is that you get to see their yarn in person, which usually you wouldn't because you just order it online. And I really like their yarn. I'd never seen some of it in person. We actually were given a kit while we were there. It's a new pattern and a new yarn, so I got to try something new. And it's this nude. It's just like a scarf. The package, as they always send it, comes with everything you need. And like I said on that earlier video when I talk about things, one of the things I like the most that they come with this little packet that has some cool things like stickers, which, I mean, who doesn't love stickers? And obviously it comes with the yarn and with the needles. The yarn that it came with is new yarn that they told us that they're about to release. It's called the Double Trouble yarn. It has alpaca and cotton in it, and the kit came with 3, but one of them I actually started knitting. So these are the 3 colors that the snood should be knit on, and I think I will finish this snood as is when I have more time. This is what I knit while I was there. I'm not used to knitting with straight needles, but these are really cool because they have the brand on them and they're like really nice quality, so they're nice to have. But you know, one of the fun things that happened while we were there is that we got to see how everybody has different gauges and different speeds of knitting and different ways of knitting. Obviously, the highlight of the event was meeting all these wonderful knitters from around New York City. I got to meet Gotham Knits, or Olga, who is actually a friend I've met before, and she's probably, you've seen her around on Instagram because her reels are awesome and she's super funny and super fun person to be around. Then there was Natalie from Knitting Natty, who I have seen her YouTube channel a few times before, so it was really fun to meet her in person. Then there was Jackie from NYC Knits, who doesn't really show her face on her Instagram, so I hope we didn't like completely break the illusion by meeting her in person. But she was super nice, and she was knitting left-handed, which was really cool to see. I'd never seen that done before. Plus she was wearing one of her new designs that she is just released, and which was lovely. So you know, I always love meeting knitting designers. I don't get to meet as many. Then we have Amy from Sunrise Knitter, who is really close friends with Olga, so she was also there. Such a lovely person to meet. I just love just sitting around and knitting with people and getting to know them. Then we have Cairo from Cairo Designs, who turns out I had already talked to once. I just didn't remember that. And he's super lovely, and he was wearing a really cute sweater that day, and we bonded over speaking Spanish, so that was fun. I also got to meet Luis from Brooklyn Boy Knits, who is such a lovely person, and he did a live a little bit while we were there on Instagram, and we all got to knit and talk about our latest knits, and everybody got to touch my sweater, which is super soft, so you know, that's always fun to do. And then there was Diana from Diane Knitwear, who is also such a lovely person, and I like somebody that has a beautiful Instagram feed of all of her stuff that she does, and really good knitting tutorials. So I don't know, it's so weird to finally put a face to all the people that you usually see on your feed, especially after months, if not years, of being trapped at home. So yeah, that was a little group that got together that day, and yeah, we all sat around to knit this kit, which I believe will probably be available at some point. I don't know if it's already available. The Schuma Snood or Skuma Snood, we're not sure how to pronounce it, but we were all knitting it. And then they also gave us some goodies, which, like, who doesn't love goodies? In this little We Are Knitters bag, there is this We Are Knitters book, which I had seen before, but I never actually perused. So it's a great coffee table book, which has some patterns in there and also some like general knitting information. I feel like this would be a very good book to gift somebody who's starting to knit for the first time, or who is interested in knitting but hasn't really gotten to it, or is a very beginner person, because it has a lot of really useful information and some very basic patterns, and it's very visually appealing, I would say, as all of their yarn is. And there was also a t-shirt, which is actually really funny, so I really have to show you. It's a white t-shirt with two conveniently placed sheep. So yeah, those were little goodies. That was all the people who were there, and I hope that there are more events like that going on in the future that I get to be part of, because like I said, I mean, I have been in the knitting community for maybe for the past 5 years or so, and very active over the past 2-3 years. And it just feels like the more I get involved with it, the more I get to meet people and make friends, and it's just such a loving community that I really enjoy it, and I hope I get to see all of these wonderful people again. I really think you should not miss going to this pop-up store, especially because it's gonna be gone after January, so it's worth going. And I think they are having a few more events where you can actually sign up to get a kit and to knit in person. So I will put some of those links down below. I think they still have a few events. I'm not entirely sure. Just you should follow them just to make sure, if you're in the area in the East Coast and would like to visit. Please stick around, because I have a lot of videos I want to make. I've just been so busy, and I want to show you my Uhura Star Trek dress that I finally finished, and I want to give some recommendations for holiday making and gifting. I will try to do more vlogs a little more often so that I can keep you updated. And anyway, hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and happy knitting. I may or not have bought some yarn, but I won't show you just yet until some other time.